What is up, you guys? It's your boy DJ Lil back again with another tutorial, and today I'm gonna talk about how I mix my rap vocals just to make them sound nice and crispy and you know, everything that we need clean and yeah, that's the goal, right? Quality and clean. Now let's get to it. But before we go to that, if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification button, and that's it. Let's get down to business. All right, guys, so here we are in Cubase, and let's deal with the rap vocals. Here I've got a freestyle by Bass Cube. I'm just gonna play it and then I'll freeze everything else and turn on one by one. So let's do this.
Bass, I used to never get credit. I'm proud to say I was hated. My genetics, please told these rap rappers we're not related. Apologetic, shouldn't be famous, it's complicated. Your descendants, you know that my vision is calibrated. Fuck the limits, I'm killing these niggas, I don't regret it. Masqueraded, I'm heavenly handed, I'm undefeated. Have to make it, show me the way, man, I'm past greatness. Energetic, if you rappers are sick, then I'm paramedics.
Alright, now that's what we got here. A vase. So I'm just gonna go ahead and freeze all these sands, and let's pick it up one by one. So here I've got only that, and I'll only leave the effects on my group channel. Well, let me just mute those as well. I'll mute them, and there we have a dry vocal. Now, the first thing I do, I showed you in my previous tutorial about 3 best plugins that you can use to make your voice stand out. That's what I begin with, and I'm just gonna go ahead and turn them on my group channel. Okay, let me play it as it is now.
Yeah, bass, I used to never get credit. I'm proud to say I was hated. My genetics, please told these rap rappers we're not related. Apologetic, shouldn't be famous, it's complicated.
That's my vocal, right? Yeah, it's very raw, ugly, it's very low. Now, I'm gonna put in my go-tos. I'll turn on the CLA2A stereo, which I already put in there, and the other compressor. I'll put a link below in the description on the other tutorial that I did about the 3 best plugins that you can use on your vocals to make them stand up. Those 3 are these 3, so I'll just turn them on, then you can leave with that tutorial that I'll post. So let's listen to the verse, how it sounds right now.
I used to never get credit. I'm proud to say I was hated. My genetics, please told these rap rappers we're not related. Apologetic, shouldn't be famous, it's complicated. Your descendants, you know that my vision is calibrated. Fuck the limits, I'm killing this.
Now from this tape, what I usually do is look at my wave and see what's jumping out. Of course, I put compression, the other one is uplifting, the other one is actually compressing, but you know, it really depends with how powerful your PC is, because they're like scanning and processing at the same time. So I think, to me, it just says it depends with how fast your computer is for them to act on it. But I don't really just depend on that compressor. You might want to go inside and make sure what's jumping out, you gain it down. So this is what I mean. I go inside here and I play my wave solely from the start. Let me just loop it as well. I'll loop it.
I used to never get credit. I'm proud to say I was hated. My genetics, please told these rap rappers we're not related. Apologetic, shouldn't be famous.
Like here. So here I look for things that are jumping out, which are higher than the other, or which are lower than the other. So what I do, basically, I drop those that are higher to match the lower ones. That's what compression does anyway, but we're doing it manually. So what you want to do is highlight this and go to audio up here and go to process and go to gain. You press gain, you either reduce it, you find it is 0 here, you either reduce it to 1 or 2, but you might want to reduce to 1 because you'll be reducing slowly at a time. You don't want to push it down and end up realizing that you have pushed it too far and you want to push it back up. It's just going to destroy your audio. But one step at a time, it's gonna help you a lot, because it's like you're pushing the volume knob a step down, a step down, a step down, only that this is gain. But that's what I do. So when you apply it, you see it's gonna reduce that volume. The other trick that I use is setting up a shortcut to that function, because you will need it more than anything, and you don't want to go at the audio all the time and do that. Audio all the time and do that is time taking. So what you want to do is go to file here and go to key commands. Key commands is gonna bring you up that function, which is oh, I see I did undo there, but let me bring it back. Highlight and say gain. You might want to apply it first before you assign it. Say process, and then I'll go to file and go to key commands here, and then it's there, it's gain. So then you apply a key here, say P and assign. Now once you assign, you say okay. So every time you want to do that function, you just highlight and place P, and it's gonna bring that screen here, and then either you push it up a knob, or I mean the gain, either you push it up or you push it down, is up to you. So there you just say enter. So you highlight a place and say P and then enter. Is that simple. Now you do that throughout the wave just to make sure everything is okay, nothing is jumping out. Now another thing you might want to do is remove the breaths in the middle of the vocals. You know, when somebody raps and they have that thing that goes you know, for me, I feel like I don't like those things. So basically what I do on every song, I remove them. If they don't sound that nice, you might wanna maybe just reduce the volume and maybe make them sound smoother, or remove them and then try to put a fade out over here and a fade in somewhere there, just a little bit, just to remove that cut, that sudden cut on it. But you might want to cover that.
Not related, apologetic. Should've been famous is complicated, your descendants. You know that my vision is calibrated. Fuck the.
Yeah, it's sort of like you put a noise gate. Yes, you put noise gate on that, but the side effect of noise gate sometimes is not as smooth as possible. But if you can get it to work properly the way you want it and it's working for you, the better. For me, I rather just do it manually because I'm used to it and it's more fun that way for me. And that's it. That's pretty much what I do in here before I go to everything else. Now from here, you might wanna think about adding some reverbs or delays just to fill up that space where you removed the breaths, because it might sound blank there. So you might want to just fill up that space. So what I do is add a delay there and a reverb. I'll start the reverb. And again, I already did a tutorial on how to do sound effects in Cubase. I'll also leave that link in the description below, so you can also check it out after watching this one though. So here,
I used to never get credit, I'm proud to say I was hated. My genetics, please told these rap rappers were not related, apologetic. Should've been famous is complicated, your descendants.
and of course I sidechained that reverb so it's not too much on the rap vocal, it's only in the gaps. So those gaps include those gaps you have removed the breaths. And again, I've got that tutorial, and I'll leave the link again in the description. There goes the delay. I've also sidechained that delay too.
I used to never get credit, I'm proud to say I was hated. My genetics, please told these rap rappers were not related, apologetic. Should've been famous is complicated, your descendants. You know that my vision is calibrated, fuck the limits. I'm killing these niggas, I don't regret it, masqueraded. I'm heavenly handed, I'm undefeated, have to make it. Show me the way, man, I'm past greatness, energetic. If you rappers are sick, then I'm paramedics.
So you can hear the delay just coming after. Let me solo this So you can hear.
I used to never get credit, I'm proud to say I was hated. My genetics, please told these whack rappers were not related.
As you can see, it's only louder at the end. Now, it might sound like too much here when you listen to it on a solo on its own, but once you put it back to the mix, it's gonna sound nice and sitting nice in the mix.
Your descendants, you know that my vision is calibrated. Fuck the limits, I'm killing these niggas, I don't regret it. Masqueraded, I'm heavenly handed, I'm undefeated. Have to make.
But that's also for you to decide, depending on your vocal and how you recorded it and everything and all, and the feel of the song that you're going for. Now, that I'll leave up to you to experiment. Now, I'm gonna put up a secret sauce here, which I use it for saturation as well. I use the tape. This is a tape machine, Slate Digital plugins, and it's a very nice plugin. Now I use it as a parallel saturation channel. What I mean by that, it's a different channel. It's an FX channel. I don't put it on the actual channel. I put it as a saint, so it's a parallel. It's mixing nicely with the dry signal. So here's what it sounds like. I've already set it to my liking, but you can try it out, see how you like it.
Have to make it, show me the way, man, I'm past greatness, energetic. If your rappers are sick, then I'm paramedics, my dependent.
Let me solo this, and I'll play again.
I used to never get credit, I'm proud to say I was hated. My genetics, please told these whack rappers were not related. Apologetic, shouldn't be famous, it's complicated. Your descendants, you know that my vision is calibrated. Fuck the limits, I'm killing these niggas, I don't regret it. Masqueraded, I'm heavenly handed, I'm undefeated. Have to make.
I'm gonna turn it off, So
I used to never get credit, I'm proud to say I was hated. My genetics, please told these whack rappers were not related. Apologetic, shouldn't be famous, it's complicated. Your descendants, you know that my vision is calibrated.
So that saturation is settled, but trust me, it's there. As you play it with the beat, you realize the vocal changing and how it sits in the mix is different on every setting right here on this visual effect. Alright, so after putting that, I add in an extra compressor, which is also saturating a little bit and compressing. By saturating, I mean it's adding a little bit EQ, but in a different way, and it's also compressing the vocal. Now that's another parallel compression, but I just add that a little bit. You don't want to push these things too much because they might end up destroying your voice, because you gotta remember less is more. As long as it's sounding nice and great, and adding more things on your signal will only just destroy your voice, right? So remember that less is more, less is more, less is more. All right.
It's calibrated, fuck the limits, I'm killing these niggas, I don't regret it. Masqueraded, I'm heavenly handed, I'm undefeated. Have to make it, show me the way, man, I'm past greatness, energetic. If your rappers are sick, then I'm paramedics, my dependent. Rely on the money, so pass the payment, my defendant. Never cap on no vocal, I pass statement. Wait a minute, everything that I talk is apocalyptic, back to basic.
Again, like I said, it's very settled in the mix, and yeah. All right, now I'ma go ahead and pick
cosmetics.
I'ma pick up an EQ to throw it in there and see how it goes. For me, I just like this API. Is it 560 mono from Waves? It just sounds great for vocals. Now I put it up there.
I used to never get credit, I'm proud to say I was hated. My genetics, please told these whack rappers were not related. Apologetic, shouldn't be famous, it's complicated. Your descendants, you know that my vision is calibrated. Fuck the limits, I'm killing these niggas, don't regret it. Masqueraded, I'm heavenly handed, I'm undefeated. Have to make it, show me the way, man, I'm past greatness, energetic. If your rappers are sick, then paramedics, my dependent. Rely on the money, so pass the payment.
Now as you can hear, it just made the vocal more pleasant and more cleaner in the mix, because I had to cut off this low end here, remove a little bit of this frequency, but not that too much, because this voice was already brighter. It wasn't like bassy, like you can say the Young Jeezy voice. No, this was a little bit lighter, so you don't want to EQ it too much. Otherwise it will end up sounding like it's in a phone. You know that phone effect, like it's in a phone or radio or something like that. You don't want that. All right, so this I just had to push here a little bit, and the first part here, the higher frequency, a little bit up. And really, EQing also comes down to how you want the voice to sound like. For me, I just felt like I just needed to remove the signals that I don't need, and you know, not too much of it.
Never get credit, I'm proud to say I was hated. My genetics, please told these whack rappers we're not related. Apologetic, shouldn't be famous, it's complicated. Your descendants, you know that my vision is calibrated. Fuck the limits, I'm killing these niggas, I don't regret it. Masqueraded, I'm heavenly handed, I'm undefeated. Have to make it, show me the way, man, I'm past greatness. Energetic, if your rappers are sick, then I'm paramedics. My depend.
Now after everything is done, after all that is done, I go back to my bus, which is my group channel, where I routed all these all vocals. Then I add there a radiator from Sound Toys up there, and then I turn it on, and let me load it again because I think it seems like it clashed. I'm gonna load it again, discard. Alright, so it comes like this. You can hear that little noise there coming out there. So that's because of this plugin here. So you might wanna turn this to clean. As soon as you put it to clean, there's no more that noise, I think. So here
Is apocalyptic, back to basics. Now the ladies want me like cosmetics. Born legend, I'm drinking the spirit, I'm so certain, so poetic. I sent you a text but you never read it. You're pathetic, eyes open, stay blind to the critics. I rap with my niggas, proud that we gifted, we talk figures. Lord forgive us, I know you.
Right, so
I know you can hear us despite this biggest my conspiracy is the fact that they say that we born sinners, born different. I'm not 23 but
so the more you go to your left, the more you're asking for the bass. The more you go into the right, the less the bass. So I think I'll put it somewhere here.
23 but I want this niggas got delivered. Now my niggas in J's like alphabetics. Glad we made it, but I'm still not famous, I'm underrated, and I still can't pay us. I'm glad to say this, they don't want the little boy to get the fame that I deserve. But I got this nigga served on the real, man, I take no favors, I'm on to get it. These rappers know my flow is legitimate, you're just negative. I'm rapping like this shit is progressive and you're just primitive. I see life in a different perspective. Why you?
Let's turn it off.
Why you aggressive? The extended arm is the one that is greeted or maybe cut off. That's why I never trust in these niggas who claim to be winners. But really I'm just tired of this shit, cause you're beginners. The hunger that is felt by a slave is the same hunger felt by a king, but we're just having different dinners. Analytics, you can see I'm speaking truth in his lyrics. I'm competitive, I'm taking W's for the Rick.
Cool, right? That sounds pretty much cleaner and nice. And that is it, you guys. That's how I do my rap vocals. But pretty much I try to use the same theory on, you know, singers and see what works for you. Really experiment. That's what I really want you guys to do. And feel free. It's all part of creating music. Now, until next time, you stay blessed.